Hello everybody. Today I'm going to help you understand your anterior tilt and hopefully to give you some tips on how to correct it. Now, did you know that the body is always trying to survive? It's always trying to find the centre of gravity. So an anterior pelvic tilt, a knee injury or a shoulder injury or something going on in the body is a compensation pattern. Why is this? Well, let's look at the basics. So as you can see, this lady behind is showing an x-ray of her baby, and her baby is at the front of the body. Now, in order to carry the load and for her to remain upright, biped, 2 feet, her pelvis has to tip back into anterior tilt. But you don't have to be pregnant to have an anterior tilt. I've seen it with many clients with many different things. So we're going to look at some myths, how to correct it, and if it actually needs correcting. And I hope you can take away some valuable information. So here we have the pelvis, and you can see it's this beautiful basin which houses some of our most intricate and personal organs. 2 halves of the pelvis, and I am always measuring all the time. And you will see on the screen now pop up what the ideal measurements are. Now, of course, everybody's pelvis is going to be completely different. Everybody's width of the pelvis, the height, the depth, so many different genetic factors. However, there is one important thing. So this is the number one thing that every medical, manual and movement therapist leaves out. On the hierarchy of survival, it's always organs and glands first. And as you can see, all our amazing organs are stored inside this incredible body of ours. And if things are going wrong with the organs, because remember the organ's purpose is to move, to filter food, water, blood, lots of different things around. If there's any inflammation, you will not have optimal stability and the optimal measurements for your pelvis. What will happen is you'll start to get a little bit of swelling in your belly, and that will pooch forwards, causing your pelvis to tip back. Now, the digestive system is mouth to anus. So if you aren't addressing food intolerances, fungus and parasites, and also faulty breathing patterns, and those are just 3 I'm pointing out without looking more holistically and assessing you individually, you are missing a trick. So here are 3 moves which will help you to work on releasing that anterior pelvic tilt and getting more optimal stability, finding your line of gravity and finding more freedom of movement. Number 1. So I'm going to use Paul Chek's 4-point tummy vacuum. Remember, if there's chronic inflammation here, if you've got food intolerances, if you've not got an optimal digestive system, if you're not going to the toilet, if you've got any gut issues, any fungus and parasites, this is a great way to start to try and feel what's going on inside your body. So I'd take yourself into your 4-point kneeling. Either shins flat on the floor with the feet pressed down and, if possible, the toes curled under. Now, I reach my tailbone behind and I reach my head forwards. I'm going to soften the elbows down, pointing the elbows in and not to the side. I'm going to suck the belly up towards this way. So it's going up towards my nipples, and I'm going to hold it for 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. And again, drop to go down. Now suck the belly in, relax the shoulders, try and get the upper body as straight as you can. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. So it's a very subtle motion. As you get more experienced and more balanced, you can start to put a dowel rod on your back. Watch. So here's a mini dowel rod. I want to get 3 points of connection. The back of the head, in between my shoulder blades and the sacrum. Again, if we're looking at optimal positioning for your body, you usually put the hand underneath the lumbar spine and you should only be able to fit one hand. You can see my T12 is popping off there a little bit. It's something I'm working on. So I'm going to take myself into my 4-point kneeling. Can I balance that stick? Hold it there. Suck the belly in for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. My second exercise is pelvic tilts. I'm going to use a pillow underneath my head because I have a little bit of forward head that I'm working on. So I'm going to lie myself down, head and shoulders on the pillow, and I'm going to push down the 3 points of connection of the feet into the floor. You can see in the picture the 3 points are important. Make sure the feet are not too far in or not too far out. Heels, the hands go onto the hip bones and then I point my fingers down towards the pubic bone. All I'm going to do is inhale, big belly. Now exhale, little belly like we did before. Flatten the back, hold it there for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale back to the center. Exhale. Hold it there for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to the center. Now then, if you want to challenge that, you can go onto your heels. So I'm going to push down onto my heels now. Inhale, big belly. More hamstring activation. Exhale, roll the pelvis under. Hold it there for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And the last one is using the good old Swiss ball. So I'm going to take my feet apart, one hand on top of the other. I inhale, big belly, as I float my head up to the ceiling as if it's a helium balloon. Exhale, curl it under. Hold it there. Inhale to come up straight. Exhale to curl it under. And one of the things I love about the Swiss ball is if you're struggling to find that mobility going into posterior tilt, it will really help you using the Swiss ball because it acts as movement underneath the pelvis so you can find the optimal movement. So I hope you found those 3 exercises helpful. Please remember to always find somebody who can understand the root cause, because remember, compensation patterns in the body are often not where you think. So I focused on exercises in and around the pelvis, but my experience is it's often deeper, such as food intolerances, gut issues, and other things going on in the body. Watch my next video for more top tips and movement.